Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our ribbon cutting PSAP dedication, PSAP being a public safety answering point, of which we have two combined into one center at this location. It's a really exciting morning for us. What we have this morning is a group of team members and partners. As I worked for the City of Brentwood 911 Center 3 or 4 years ago, I had the opportunity to come and be present at the groundbreaking just to support our neighbors. And it's a fun and exciting day here to see some of those same faces that were putting shovels to dirt on that sort of rainy morning several years ago to what we have today. They're really opportunity. We kind of stand on a precipice. I'd like to recognize some of those partners who are in attendance today. Williamson County Mayor Rogers Anderson, Franklin Mayor Ken Moore, Franklin City Administrator Eric Stuckey, ECD Board Chair Ken Bryson, and ECD member Alan Lovett. These folks have helped steer the direction of emergency communications inside of Williamson County for the last several years, not just the last 3 or 4 as we worked on this project. We have 26 consoles inside the center behind us, focused for answering 911 and dispatching responders. And I heard you guys mention a little earlier, the right resource to the right place at the right time. That's what we're focused on here, is getting the right people to the right place in the right amount of time. We have room to grow to 35 positions over the next 20 or 30 years if opportunity allows, as Williamson County continues to grow in population. It's designed to meet specifically the needs of this county in emergency response. We've got a brand new computer-aided dispatch system, a brand new telephone system that handles all of our inbound 911 and administrative calls, a brand new mapping system, a brand new radio console, which means I have at least 26 confused dispatchers on any given day with all the new technology they have to learn and to face, but it's full of opportunities as we continue to grow. This has been a tremendous undertaking. Not only did we merge 2 centers operationally, which in and of itself into an existing facility without any new technology is a monstrous task. We've also introduced 8 new employees since August, and I'm going to introduce another dozen or so come January. So we've got new faces to the team, new faces from the city of Franklin, from Williamson County combined, learning to work with each other. We're still working out some of those growing pains, and I commend our staff for the commitment to their profession that they've demonstrated through the last several months, and they'll continue to in the months ahead. I'm going to close my portion this morning with a quote from Walt Disney as we stand in a facility like this, and I believe it is similar to that feeling you get when you stand on Main Street staring at Cinderella's castle. It's an amazing and impressive facility, and a man that built such an amazing and impressive facility that people continue to flock to around the world said, "You can design and create and build the most wonderful place in the world, but it takes people to make that dream a reality." And that's what we're excited about building on this foundation in the years ahead, is training those people to be prepared to answer that call when it comes in. I'm going to turn this over to County Mayor Rogers Anderson. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, good morning, and following in Steve's footsteps, I'd like to say welcome to the Public Safety Center in this new venture and that we are embarking upon and have been for the last several months under Steve's leadership, and we're very blessed to have him and the efforts and the work that he has done to this point. And there are many, many others that I'll not get into naming names. But before I exit the podium, I would be amiss if I didn't recognize the importance of Franklin and Franklin's involvement, the BOMA members for having the confidence, and Eric, your leadership, and certainly Ken, your guidance through all of this to consolidate these 2 centers and make it safer and better for all of our residents here in Williamson County. And with the 911 Center in Brentwood, I think we do good exposure, we get good coverage, and the people should feel just a little safer. They should feel more confident in living here in our county. And as I look over, I think back of the days, I look over the audience, there's a whole bunch of people behind the scenes that had to make a lot of numbers work. Mike Weber's one of them, certainly, and your HR director, and it's just so much that goes in when you take a city and a county and and Rocky and all of these different departments that go into that to make one comparable function. And our 911 board here in our county is to be commended for having the confidence that we could pull this off. Just as a last comment, it was about 5 years ago that many of you standing here in this room journeyed with us with a little confidence to create this new model that we've got and we call public safety. That's unusual for county government to call something that. It's not from the city side. And at that time, we assimilated some 50 men and women, different agencies, city, state, county, and said, we can do better than what we're doing, because if you'll remember, May of 2010 was the flood. And we struggled with a lot of the things. We learned so much from that, but we knew that there was a better model that we could create working with all of us together. So thank you for the hard work that all of the men and women have put in. Again, Eric, Ken, to your many departments, thanks for making this a reality. And I look forward to, I hope we're going to take a nickel tour in here, Steve.
Absolutely.
And finally, you know, the one person that I've kind of let run this is Bill Jorgensen, and I just am amazed at the way that he can get things done. And so, Bill, thank you very much, very much. Thank you. I'm introducing Ken. Is that correct? Dr. Ken Moore from Mayor.
Yeah.
Franklin, your jurisdiction.
Absolutely. Thanks for those great comments, Rogers, and I echo many of the things that you've said. I thought it was interesting, the Walt Disney quote, because whenever we think of Disney World and those things, we think of things that are real high-tech and kind of out there. Well, this is that kind of facility, something that we can't really imagine the technology that's located in this building and the capabilities that we have. You know, I'm frequently asked and also challenged about the rapid growth that we're having in our community and in our county. And many of my responses have to do with how we're planning. One of the most important functions for the city, and a significant portion of our budget goes to public safety. So the fact that we have this public safety center now to protect our community, and if there is a disaster or the need for this type of operation is very significant to our community. So congratulations, what a beautiful project, and I look forward to another quick look inside. So, and the cooperation, I know Eric will probably mention how much cooperation and time have gone into this. So Eric Stuckey, our city administrator.
Thank you, Mayor.
Good morning. I just want to take a couple minutes to just thank so many people that have contributed to this. It really has been a team effort. From Bill Jorgensen, his team, Steve Martini coming on board, and the help that they've provided, our city team working together, ECD obviously being part of this. It is truly a partnership, and we work together on one of the most important things we do in local government, which is provide for public safety. And so I'm just so proud of what we've done, the level of collaboration that happens in this county on a lot of things, but especially in public safety, I'd put up against almost anybody anywhere. So we should all be proud of that. I want to thank especially our city team. Chief Garzerick is here, leading our fire team. Clay Matthews is also here. Lots of folks from the fire side have worked so very, very hard on this. Todd Horton's not here. I know he's put a lot into this. Our IT staff, police, Chief Faulkner is not able to be here today, but Chief Faulkner, Charlie Warner, Lieutenant Anderson, Eric Anderson, so many folks have worked so hard to help make this happen. Obviously, the folks that worked as emergency communicators on the city side that have now transitioned to be part of this broader team. I'm proud of the efforts that they've gone through. It hasn't always been easy. We know there have been tough days and nights. There'll probably be a few more, but it's all worth it in the end because we've created a more dynamic team, a deeper team that can serve better and help us coordinate in the day-to-day, but also when the big events come, which we know they will. So I just want to thank everyone for the great efforts. I look forward to more as we move forward and collaborate and find ways to serve better and serve a community that we're so proud to be a part of. So let me introduce Bill Jorgensen, who's helped so much of this happen, and he'll close us out. Bill?
Well, I must say it's exciting to be here today, and thank you to everybody for being here today. I will tell you the bar has been raised. The bar has been raised in public safety. The bar has been raised for emergency communications. The collaboration, the relationship with the city of Franklin was always in a good spot, but it'll continue to grow and become deeper, just like any other relationship between the county and the city. We're going to see lots of improvements with this consolidated dispatch. We're going to see the relationships grow. We're going to see efficiencies in the dispatch operation itself. We're going to be able to manage growth better as the cities grow, the counties grow, as our population increases. We are setting the bar to be able to deal with that. And the opportunities that are going to come from this, opportunities for the employees, for advancement, for personal growth, opportunities for public safety to provide a more efficient service to the citizens of Williamson County. Let me say I said the bar has been set, but it's just at a resting point. The bar is going to continue to move further, and with Steve's leadership in emergency communications and the board's support and the city's support and everybody who's here today supporting that bar is going to continue to move higher and higher, and we're going to pull ourselves up to it and to that challenge. I do want to thank Steve for his leadership, the mayor for allowing me to do what I do every day. It's very much appreciated. The district, Mr. Bryson, Mr. Chairman, you've been on the ECD for as long as the ECD's been in existence, which has been, I think, 25 years, 30, maybe 30 years, 30 years. Chairman Bryson's been involved with the ECD. So, and I also want to thank City of Brentwood. We've all been here working on this consolidation, but the City of Brentwood's also been here and involved in this. This is a community involvement, and it's involving the entire county. So thank you for being here and being involved. At this time, I think we're going to have a ribbon cutting, and we'll go ahead and cut the ribbon if the mayors and the city administrator and Chief Garzrek, if you want to come on up here. Mr. Mayor, Mr. Bryson.
Get them all up here, dude.
Okay, if everybody who wants to come up here, come on.
If you want to cut something, you just.
Come on.
The only thing I'm questioning is why we have Polish Vanderbilt.
Now, who's going to cut this?
Go for it.
I've got the scissors in my hand. I figured the mayor would, one of the mayors. Okay, here we go.
Go for it.
Watch your fingers. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
cut it. Hold on.
Get that, no problem.
I'll tell you, take it.
You can go ahead.
There we go, all right.
Yeah. Good vote.
Well, good morning. This is the inside of the Emergency Communications Center, and it's actively functioning right now. It's live. So we've got some callers just now, call takers just a moment ago. I heard him asking location of emergency. So we'll try to keep it down so we're not broadcasting over their phone calls. But we're glad to have you in here. What we have again total is 26 consoles, 24 in this room, and then we have an additional 2 on the far side of this building in a smaller room that we share with Middle Tennessee Electric as their backup facility. We use those consoles for additional training for dispatchers. They have a chance to put their hands on some of the technology before they're expected to do it live. Behind you we have 6 call taker positions that are currently not overly used, but on some of our heavier staff days, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, we do have some folks that overflow into this position, and that's where you answer 911 or incoming administrative calls. When we look this direction, everything over here is all radio dispatch positions. The dispatch positions closest to us are EMS and fire. Those furthest away are law enforcement related, a variety of municipal and county law enforcement agencies we serve. And then inside the middle are relief positions for both of those disciplines. Up on the elevated platform is our supervisor's bridge, so they have the opportunity to see either side, either supervising law enforcement dispatch operations or fire and EMS dispatch operations for the day. Down the side of the wall are a variety of offices for our training manager and for supervisors as they need to get off the floor to do any sort of individual call review or quality assurance checks. We have space for that available as well. The glass wall on this side is an overview of the Emergency Operations Center, which is downstairs. You can get a view of it kind of in this corner. The Emergency Operations Center downstairs allows a front row eye-to-eye contact between the supervisors in emergency communications and the incident command staff supporting an incident out in the field. From the floods to a tornado or other weather event or maybe some sort of a man-made event, we've got opportunity as they coordinate and send response and coordinate relief efforts to an incident downstairs. They're getting real-time information upstairs. All the cameras and all the television screens you see upstairs have the ability to share content from information upstairs to downstairs and vice versa. So if there's some information that they're looking at, be it computer-aided dispatch, call events, telephone traffic, concentration of where the calls are coming from, any of those things that we can map with technology upstairs, we can turn around and share that downstairs as well. There's a kitchen room, break room over there. We kind of show you the break room area as well, a little bit of a balcony that allows some outside access. But in a nutshell, that's our Emergency Communications Center. Any questions, I'll be glad to field those individually. If there's none, that's the end of my brief tour. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for doing it and for having us
Well,
sharing the information.
Thank you for your vote of confidence and giving us the opportunity. Good to see you. This is not a dance floor. It's building our future, but currently there is some.
Have a little.
Right, absolutely. Right. There's all kinds of opportunities. So thank you guys for coming out today.
Thank you, Steve.
No problem. No problem.
What a great way to get some exercise and spend time with your family. Hi, I'm Steve Hayslip.
And I'm his son, Paul Hayslip.
And today we're going to show you some rules of the road that you may not have thought about that apply to bike riders. Let's go. That's good. Good pace. On narrow roads like this, cyclists should leave at least 2 car lengths in between riders. That way the cars have room to get in between the cyclists and pass them individually. You take the lead. Stay to the right. When approaching a stop sign or a traffic light, if a car and cycle are arriving at the same time, the car needs to stay back just a bit, allowing the cyclist room to move in front into the turn lane. This allows the cyclist to turn left safely. If the lane is too narrow, or if the cyclists are traveling pretty much the same speed as traffic, then the cyclists have the right to come out and take the lane.
Just remember that everyone has a right to the roadway. It is a public road, but everyone has to observe the rules of the road. They apply to the motorists and the bicyclists alike.
Well, those are just some of the rules. Mainly, stay safe and have fun. And most of all,
Enjoy the ride.